Let me talk to you about the massage to expand your perspective and understand what's possible in that space, in the space of body work. People, when they think of a massage, they often think of relaxation, healing injuries, rubbing the body to release some tension, and of course, it is all part of it. But there's so much more to it that people are not even aware of. Because in the space where you work with the body, where you work with another person in the space of trust and non-judgment and openness, you can heal so much and you can open so many possibilities for that person and yourself as well. The body is sacred, and the body is an access point through which you can really go deep with the person, and sometimes you can heal things and transform things that you cannot do only through talking or therapy or rationalizing things. Firstly, there are emotions that are trapped in the body, and we can help to move those emotions and to make space. Then there are beliefs that people have, and those beliefs are often unhealthy and toxic and restrictive, and we can help them to get rid of those beliefs if they wish through body work. Then there is a possibility of connection, like a different kind of connection to the self and to another being through the touch, through the massage. Certain things we cannot explain only on the intellectual, on the mental level, because certain things need to be embodied, need to be felt in the body so the person understands that on a body level. There are so many things we can do, and if you speak to someone that is about to receive your massage and you make them aware of what's possible, then you can prepare them for receiving this treatment in a way that will be the most beneficial for them. So it starts with the intention, right? You have your intention. You want to give a massage to this person because perhaps you really appreciate them, because you are grateful for something that they've done, or for just the way they are, or because you feel like it will bring you closer together, or maybe it's your partner and you're struggling in a relationship and you feel like being in that space beyond the thoughts, beyond the arguments, it can like really help you to feel each other more. So you have a certain intention, but now what's important is to ask them what is their intention for the massage. And that's why I said that it's good to talk to them beforehand and let them know what's possible, because maybe they are not even aware of possibilities of the massage. Maybe they think it's just for the relaxation or for healing the injuries. But as I said, there's so much more to it. And if you talk to them and really ask them, what is it that you want? What is it that you struggle with in life at the moment? What is it that you would like to transform? And you encourage them to really speak from this authentic space, to really look within themselves and see what is it that they want. They will give you their intention. Maybe they want to heal a trauma. Maybe they want to connect to their sadness. Maybe they want to feel their sensuality and experience their body in that way. You ask them, they tell you, then you take this intention and you sit with it, you focus with it before the massage, and then you remember it throughout the massage, because it sets the tone, right? How do you want to do it? What do you really want to focus on? Now, when you are in that space with the person and you are massaging them, and suddenly you touch their back, let's say, and you feel a point. The point feels different than the rest of the area. You feel like there's something there because it's kind of hard, it's tense, or sometimes you feel it through your fingers. So your fingers can start vibrating a little bit, or you have some sensations there. Those are the cells vibrating, you know. The body is telling you something. Something is there. Pay attention now, okay? This is important. Sometimes you may feel something in your own body, an emotion suddenly that appears, sudden sadness or anger or frustration or any other emotion that you feel in this moment. It could be something that you are picking up from this person, from this body part, or this tension that you are touching. So let's say you found something, yeah? And now you start working on it. And the way we work on it, there are different ways. We can hold it and we can press it and just stay with it. And then sometimes you feel this tension is just like melting under your finger. It becomes softer and softer. And at some point you feel like, okay, it's enough. How do you know that? Because you are connecting to your intuition, and your intuition tells you like, okay, that's enough. And then maybe you soothe this area, and perhaps you feel like, oh, I want to go there again, and you do it again, and maybe perhaps this time you can go a little deeper because you already relaxed this area, and then you soften it even more. Then perhaps you want to change your touch and you want to use different part of your arm to rub this area, or you want to maybe move it in a more dynamic way. The way you know is basically really trusting your intuition. What is it saying right now? And sometimes you tap into an emotion, for example. Let's say you're working on the heart and the person had an intention to heal their grief. The grief is often felt in the heart. So you go there and you know that was the intention. So you hold it. You hold their heart. And there are different techniques to do it. And you can even come up with your own technique that is right for this person. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about when I say find your touch, and I encourage you to really feel it for yourself, because we don't always have to follow routines. Those people who came up with those massage styles, how did they do it in the first place? Because they worked with people and they just felt what they need, right? So trust yourself. Let's say you hold their heart and you feel a grief and you feel sadness in your body, or they start to cry, or something is moving, or suddenly you feel heavy in your own body and it's hard to breathe. And then some people have this narrative that, oh, you're picking something from them. Yeah, that's bad, don't pick it up. I feel like if I'm feeling it, that means that it's in me too. Because I have my own sadness, I have my own anger and frustration and joy and all the spectrum of emotions that humans have. And feeling like you are picking things from others is creating that separation, like, oh, you don't have that and they have it, and it can somehow jump onto you like some parasite, and then you're gonna be sad. No, if you're feeling it, it's because you are sad. You also have that emotion. So what do you do when you feel it? And the question is, can you stay with it? Can you be present with it? Can you put your awareness there and therefore help the person to connect with it and to be aware of what's going on in their body? Because when you are really present with them and when you feel something and you hold it and you stay, you help them stay with it. That's if you have permission, because sometimes maybe you don't have permission. It feels like they don't want to go there, they don't want to feel it right now, they're not ready. You don't push it, you don't need to push anything ever. You go with their body. what 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 does it want? What does it tell you? You listen and you help them and you stay with it. And even if it feels hard, you can't stay with it. So what helps in those moments where you're connecting with someone on emotional level is compassion. Is that awareness that, wow, they've been through something painful, they've been through something difficult, they have some trauma, something happened in their life, and you know how it feels like, because you also have been through pain, right? You've had difficult moments in your life. You felt sadness, you felt anger, you lost someone or something, you felt grief. Who has never felt it as a human, right? So you know how it feels like, and when you know how it feels like and how difficult it can be, and then you can connect with another person on that level, with that awareness, and feel compassion for them, not pity, compassion, like, yeah, I get it, I've been there too, and it's hard, I get it. And you don't have to verbally tell them like, oh, I feel you have sadness, I understand it. You can, if it feels right at this moment, to tell them something like, wow, I'm feeling something. You can. I personally don't use my words that much, but if it feels right in the moment, feel free to use your words. But you can communicate with them through a different way, through your touch, right? The fact that you are staying with them and you are witnessing their pain means that they are not alone with it. Now there's another person, another witness, who's there, who's feeling something. Even when you are rubbing their shoulders, and you feel all this tension. It's so hard. And you know how it feels like, because I'm sure that you felt tense in your body before, right? And then you want to make them feel better. But the thing is that you are not forcing it, because you cannot make someone feel better if that's not what they want. But most likely they want to feel better because they came to you and they allow you to touch their body, right? So you feel their tension. And maybe a part of you feels like, oh, it's time to move to another body part because I am doing a whole body massage, so now I need to move there and there. But if a part of you feels like, I want to stay here longer because this is important, because maybe this is where they hold something difficult, you stay and trust that you can perceive it somehow. And the more you do it, the more clear it becomes to you that, oh, this area needs my attention. And there's so much happening in the body, so also have realistic expectations, that I cannot just fix everything in one session or in 10 sessions even. Like, there's so much going on in people's lives, but you can fix what's right in this moment. And you are fixing it together with them. It's not like you are fixing it and the energy flow is just like this. No, they are working with you because they are becoming aware of something. And on some level they're processing it, or they're letting go and they're allowing you to even stay with that tension, with that pain, and dissolve it. And this is when we talk about the emotional realm. But what if people had a different intention? Maybe they wanted to connect with their sensuality because they felt very repressed in their body. They felt like they're not free to express, or they have all those beliefs that there's something sinful or something bad about sensuality, sexuality, and they want to connect to it now. And they tell you, I would like to feel that in my body. So perhaps you will give them a different kind of touch, yeah, maybe more focus on the caressing of the body and like those flowy movements, and you know, like being close to them and letting them feel your breath on their body, or just like even feel your body on their body, yeah. So you are doing it, and maybe it's awakening something in them. Maybe they start to feel that vibrant life force energy again, that spark, you know. You can help them to feel it if that's what they want, if that's what they said, I would like to feel that. And then your intention is to help them, so you adjusting accordingly. And most of the time it's a combination of different things, because perhaps they want to feel sensual in their body and you are doing it, but it doesn't mean that you just have to caress them the whole time, because maybe before they connect to that sensuality they need to let go of something, and maybe first you need to go and work on that point, that muscles on their back that is just like holding them, and you are like helping them to open up and to dissolve all those structures, the fascia, the things that are trapped in the muscle, helping them to release. And then the more they release, the more they will be then perceptive and open to really like feel, you know, those more subtle touches as well, and it will be easier for them to open up. It will be easier for them to like feeling the pleasure and their sensuality as well, because now they are not restricted with so much tension and pain. So what I've noticed most of the time is a combination of things. You are working on all those different levels, on emotional level, working on spiritual level, the, you know, all the beliefs, different things. On the mental level, you can do it sometimes through the head massage, and sometimes even through the fact that you might be massaging someone, and let's say you allow them to be naked during the massage, and then they are naked with you in a non-sexual situation, and they start to understand that it doesn't feel bad in their body, actually, that it feels beautiful to be witnessed by someone this way. And maybe they feel a little shame even at the beginning, but then during the massage it starts to leave their body. They get more open, more relaxed, more trusting, because you building that trust gradually, right? And by the time maybe you start with the back, and when they turn over and they are exposed like this in front of you, they don't feel shame anymore. Maybe they realize that it actually feels good to them. So there are so many things you can achieve through the massage. You can really help people heal and feel and drop into that space of authenticity and getting closer to their essence. And if you let them know what's possible and you talk to them beforehand, they can say, oh, okay, I feel like today this is what I want and this is what I need. And then you try to help them to achieve that state of being, that feeling, let go of something or whatever their intention is. And that's why working with intention is powerful. And also you let them know your intention. And what's your intention? You might have your own intention to express your gratitude through that treatment and so on, but also to honor their intention. So I intend to work with what you just told me and to honor it and to try my best to be present and aware and listen to your body in order to facilitate that process and to be in that process with you. And that's what really brings people close together. That's what helps them feel connected. It's really, really beautiful. We just need to open our minds to all these possibilities and realize how much our bodies offer in terms of accessing different realms, and in terms of healing, and in terms of like creating a different kind of relationships between people. Because you can really get to know someone on a different level when you are touching them, and through that body connection you can really bypass all those mind things and the judgments and the beliefs. And when you are with someone and you touch their bodies and you hold them, you can feel their essence. You can feel who they are, and you can start feeling that love for them, that like, what a beautiful being, that person is just like me, you know. And I feel so connected. I feel so much compassion and love and all those feelings, you know. It's expansive, it expands them and it expands you as well. Yeah. So open your mind to all those possibilities. And the reason why I'm talking about it is because sometimes all you need is someone to plant that seed in your awareness, and then suddenly it opens and you don't even know how, but something happens in the massage and you start feeling something, and then you remember something. Oh, I think Marta was talking about that, and then it encourages you to stay with it. That's why I wanted to let you know that when we work with the body, we work in many different fields, and we can really achieve a lot. And I am sure that you can also be a wonderful healer, and you can really help people with your touch and your intention and your essence and your being and your love and your heart, because we all have our gifts. We all have it. And the more you trust in yourself and the more you connect to your intuition and your gift, the more you can share it with others, and they will appreciate it and they will love it and they will be grateful, and you will be grateful for them, and everyone will be grateful together, and the world will be a better place. So thank you for listening, and let's move on to the next section.